Good evening, guys. Sorry, no intro there this evening. Went right to live. How was everyone's day? I had a banger day, I'm not gonna lie. I was done pretty early. Here, I tell you what, you want the intro, Savvy? Here. All right, how's that? Is that better? Is that better? Yeah, I'll admit it. It's a good intro. It is a good little intro, for sure. Good segue into the live stream. Gotta get hype, man. Yeah, it is. I'm proud of it, right? Like I'm proud of it. Yeah, you know, Savvy, I got so when I was writing my pre-market trading plan this morning, right? Price actually came into a level for me that 20,050 and kind of was showing a little like exhaustion to the downside below. So I got long at 20,050 while I was writing that 20,250 was my key level. What's up, Ripper? And so while I was writing that, I was actually in a position, so it was kind of like weird because I'm sitting there trying to monitor my position and write a pre-market trade analysis as well this morning. And the thing just kept going, kept ripping to the north side. So I was like, well, shoot, I mean, let's just ride this up to my key level. And then it kind of found a little resistance underneath, so I got out at like 210, right? So it was, what was it, 160 points up. And then when I saw the resistance step in, I was like, well, my pre-market analysis says I should be short underneath, on holds underneath 250. So let's just ride the short back down. Rode it down from like 200 down to, I think I got trailed out at 130. So there was another 70 points there. So yeah, Mason, you need 185 on NQ. You should get it. Oh no, you should get it. Kelp mid is still up above that. We're running into Kelp mid on RTY and YM pretty soon. So don't give too much back if it starts selling off. But yeah. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, I had a banger day. And then I took a few scalps underneath 250 shorts. They all got trailed out for like 10 to 15 points. Yeah, that was a nice little sell-off there. Oh, nice, Ripper. Nice. GG's. Chat. Give Ripper the GG's. Mason ad. I mean, you should get it. What's up, Kev? It's kind of nice. We're coming up on the end of the week. I've had a good week. I've had a 5-figure week actually again. So like it's been nice. Trading's been nice. I have come to realize that even with volatility, I trade better in a bull market, right? Like even though I've been shorting in the bull market, I found that I trade better in a bull market. To both sides. I mean, for the longest time, I've been a terrible short side trader, right? I just never knew what to look for. Yeah, Palm. I've been in those spots before. I was there it was like mid-December. I was there. I had a 5-day stretch where I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Luckily, I realized it and kept my losses to a minimum. You know, I think in that 5-day red stretch, I might have lost, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300. But yeah, that was the biggest losing streak I've had, and I can't even remember. Can't remember the last time I had 5 straight red days. Palm, how'd you do today? Did you just trade evals today? I saw your message. You traded some combines. These combines are no longer with us. Okay. Palm, if you're wanting to just like mess around a little bit, My Fun of Futures has evals right now until Sunday, I believe, where you get a free reset with the purchase of an eval, up to 3 of them. If you're just like messing around, and they're fairly cheap with no activation fees. I want to say they're like, I don't know, $90 to $100 for a 50K or something like that. It's a pretty good deal. But they are on DX feed, just to give you a heads up. Like your rhythmic pack or your Quant Tower package is going to be on DX feed, not rhythmic. But yeah, they're it's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. I think it's for their starter plans are $50 or something like that. Here, let me look at it real quick. I can't remember what it is exactly. Yeah, so their starter plans are $97 a month, and they come with a free reset right now. And you can get up to 3 of them. And I think if you use somebody's affiliate code, I think you get another 5% off of that. So it's like, I want to say $92 or $93. Oh, nice, Butters. Yeah, get that payday. You're supposed to be on vacation right now, but the ferry you were on got canceled because of the storms. Where are you going on vacation to, Palm? Where are you taking a ferry to? Oh, Brad, 40 spy calls next week expiration just before 11 a.m. Nice. I'm assuming you already I assume you're already out of that position. Yeah, I figured. Right before the sell-off, hopefully. The end of day sell-off. I'm seeing a message in Level Up Discord from a new guy in there right now. Would some of you go and welcome him while I'm on the live stream? Unless Bing Bong, unless you're here right now, say hello in the chat. Yeah, welcome if you're watching the live stream right now. Those of you that are lurking, say hello in the chat. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Like I've said before, we're trying to reach 1,000 subs by end of July. That'll be our 1-year mark. And I tell you what, if we get 1,000 subs by the end of July, I will give away a free evaluation out of my own pocket. How does that sound? Out of my own hard-earned money, I will give. You'd rather lurk, Martin? I will give away to a random subscriber a free evaluation. I'll even make sure it's 150K evaluation, a larger one. But yeah, we're trying to get to that 1,000 mark. It was a goal for Mason and I from the beginning to get that mark. You know, that's YouTube monetization level. That's where we're trying to get to, so that he can start earning some money. Nice, Mason. GG's. Another funded account for Mason too. Everybody's making money tonight. I'm not in a trade. I should have got in the long when we bounced off the Celt lower band down here. All right, Martin, go get some rest. Yeah, Palm, I was talking to Goose a little bit about, where the Glizzy account stands. Apparently he's on the golf course right now, but he sends me a screenshot of his phone. He's like, yeah, I just hit the long on YM from the course. Well, go enjoy your round, brother. Like, man, this guy, he is always watching. What's up, SK? How are you? You kind of want to long the NQ? Let's see what we got here. I mean, yeah, I can see us going back up into 230. You might have a little resistance right here at psych level 200. I don't know where the entry is. Really, the long was down at the lows. I mean, that was a good bounce off the Celt lower bands on all 4 indexes at the same time. This was so close to a Glizzy print. I was kind of hoping for it. Just never quite got there. Yeah, me too, SK. Like, I had just turned back on my monitors when price was like right in here somewhere, mid 150s. Kind of at central pivot. I mean, I'm not opposed to a 180, low 180s long, or at least a crack at it. You know, you're stopped just below these wicks, risking like 10 points. I'm not opposed to that. But I think that move might already be gone. This thing looks like it's about to rip. See what we got going on the Dom. Whew. Yeah, it looks like we could go a little bit higher. I'm not going to enter right at 200 though. I don't like entering on those psych levels. Too much chop. Way too much chop. You're in at 192 stop loss. Are you micros or minis, SK? What's up, Brian? How are you? Brian, I saw something on the news this evening that made me think about you and made me want to ask. So what's with this plane crash in San Diego last night, or in the wee hours of the morning? Crashed into like suburban homes. Same info. Okay. Yeah, I looked. I was like, wait, what happened? You're late for class, Tony. It's all right. I appreciate you guys showing up every night. Yeah, you keep me entertained. Yeah, Brian, was it a business charter? Like, I don't know what it was. Like a private business jet? How did it end up in homes? Looks like people are still kind of filing in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What's up, Jacked? Only 2 people on board? I'm assuming they both are no longer with us. Hey, Tony. Nice. What's up, Pegs? How are you, brother? Yeah, Tony, that it does make all the difference. Oh, Butters, nice. You're gonna go watch the OKC game? How about that Pacers comeback last night? I don't know if any of you guys watch basketball, but that was one of the more ridiculous things I've seen in a long time. I turned it on after I got off stream just to kind of wind down. There was no winding down. The Pacers were hitting every shot they threw at the rim. It was crazy. Why did we stop at 58.95 today? Freddie, your son was pissed. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Couldn't believe what I was watching. I just was like, how is every shot that they're throwing up going in? There was one guy who hit like What did he hit? Like 6 straight 3-pointers in a matter of 2 minutes? It was crazy. It was nuts. And then even that last shot in regulation hits off the back of the rim, bounces about 15 feet up in the air, and then drops right through. That never happens, okay? That never happens. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, then Halliburton almost killed himself because it was like a 2-point shot, and he gave the choke signal in the middle of the Garden to the New York fans. I was like, oh no, this is only a tie game. They're going into overtime. Luckily, like, his team bailed him out in overtime, but that was crazy. I've never been like a smack talker in any sport that I've ever played, right? Like, I just keep my mouth shut and play hard. I was never one to run my mouth, but man, I can't imagine being in the Garden and doing that. What's up, DCD? I can't imagine being in the Garden and like giving the choke signal to a bunch of people in New York. Oh, I'm sure, Freddie. That was that was if you're a Pacers fan, that one was a game to remember for sure. For sure. I've never seen anything like it, like I've said. The only thing I can equate to something like that is like, I don't know, maybe the Patriots Super Bowl where they were down 28-0 and came back and won. That's about as close as I can. As close of a comparison as I can remember. On that big of a stage, let's put it that way. Yeah, Tony, like, I think if you're consistent with your trading, right? Like, and you've proven it over, say, a 6-month to a year time span, that you can consistently make that amount of money, right? On average, why not try and size up at this point? You know, like, not drastically, but go ahead and size up, you know, and see how it goes. See if your psychology is the same, if your emotions are the same, and you're trading kind of mechanically. It only makes sense to size up if you're consistent like that, and your P&L will show it. You know, like, just keep your red days what they are. Try to size up and make sure your winning days are like what you had today. You know, where you double what you normally make. That's the key. I mean, inevitably, you're going to have days that are going to be bigger losses than what you're used to normally, but that's part of it. But if your consistency is good, it only makes sense. Yeah, cheers, brother. Just do the exact opposite. DCD, are you a Thunder fan? I know. You're in OKC, right? Like, you're in Oklahoma City? Oh, Pegs. All right. So Pegs, Chris is he's the best ES trader I've ever seen. Right? Or that I've ever met. He's put in a lot of work to get to where he's at. He doesn't really trade from charts anymore. He just uses the DOM. But he's a TPO guy, you know. Yeah, DCD, you guys, the Thunder are on tonight, actually. But yeah, Pegs, I haven't completely figured it out yet how he picks tops and bottoms the way that he does. He's a TPO guy, he's a DOM reader, and that's how he's traded. I've watched it for 2 years though. It's fairly consistent. He's about on average, you know, I don't know. I want to say somewhere between 5 to 10 grand a day on average, sometimes more. But he's also a swing trader too. But he catches every major swing in the market. It's crazy. He's the best I've seen. I'm surprised Goldman has not found him out and swept him, or tried to sweep him up and thrown a bunch of money at him. He doesn't give away his secrets like that. He makes you work for answers, and which is fine, you know. He's put in the work. He kind of wants other people to do the same that he had to do, and not just be a cheat code for everybody to make money off of in a signal service. But he's a good guy to know and a good guy to pick his brain. Put it that way. He's a far better trader than I. And when it comes to the ES, he's the best I've ever seen. I know. Since he joined Fred, you've probably been watching all his posts. I've been watching that for 2 years. Kevin has been watching that for 2 years. He's figured something out that the rest of us don't know yet. Yeah, he's a TPO guy. You know, he really likes those higher time frame naked point of controls. But yeah, he's very, very good. Very good. He will do you dirty too. Yeah, he definitely which is fine. He's not trying to be a signal service, but he will throw open-ended questions out there, right? To like I don't know. Kev, I'm reading your comment there. Sorry, guys. Like, if you message him personally and ask the right questions, he will steer you in the right direction, kind of. But everything is kind of open-ended as far as his answers are concerned. There's nothing real direct, right? Other than him telling you to develop your business plan. But it's a respect thing, I think. I think with him, you need to earn that respect. You know, and show that you're putting in the work. And but he's definitely a valuable member to have in any Discord. 100%. You know, you want to try and pick someone's brain, that's the brain that you want to pick. The best trader I've seen. Yeah, Pegs. He wants people to work. Like you can reach out to him, ask him questions. He likes people asking him questions. He likes talking trading, right? Just best trader you've ever seen is probably ICT. But yeah, no, the guys that have been in the group for a long time, like the Level Up group, and Kev, he was a member of Kevin's Discord prior to this, you know. Like Kevin and I have seen it for 2 years now. We've watched it on repeat over and over and over again, and we've tried to figure it out. We just can't seem to like totally hone in on what he's saying, you know. I'm still trying to, Pegs. I'm still trying to, trust me. That level, like to be to that level is the goal, right? Don't get me wrong, Pegs. Like I've seen him take losses as well. Like he doesn't do real well on NQ because of the volatility a lot of the time, which is why he sticks to ES. That's where he's comfortable. That's what he knows. And even though they move together and they correlate, it's just the movement's more violent on NQ, and he's just not used to that or comfortable with that. So I have seen him take losses. It's not like he's a perfect trader where he just... But on ES, I'm telling you, like I've never seen anything like it. The guy is that good. Definitely the best ES trader I've ever seen in any Discord that I've been a member of. He will set alerts on his phone and wake up at 2:30 in the morning to enter a position, or 3 o'clock in the morning to enter a position. Sometimes I think he doesn't sleep. All right, this is the exact reason why I didn't want to get involved in the 90s or the 200, like anywhere around that psych level 200. I kind of want to see a little bit lower. It did come back to 83 though, didn't it? While I was talking there. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. If you're lurking, say hello in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button for me if you could. Yeah, very small range rotation there, Palm. I mean, you're talking barcode rotation. I don't know. I'm not in any hurry to get into a position. I had, like I said, I had an amazing day today. An amazing day. I've thought about it. I was telling Mason earlier. I was at 6.8K. Right, in profits, and I was like, should I push for 10K today? Should I go for that 10K day? You know, and then I thought better, and I was like, you know what? I've played this game before and given back half of my profits. Let's not do it. How was my day, Bri? It was a very good day. Very, very good day. One of my best in a little while, actually. Just shy of 7K, 6.8 today. Yeah, you know, when I saw it, like, so what convinced me, I was actually on a call with Mason when we were talking about this, and we couldn't get momentum on really going on either side of 250, and it was kind of really jumpy around that level, which was my key level for the day, if you remember. For those of you that have access to my pre-market trading plans. It was my key level on the day. And it was just so, like, you couldn't get a good read. It just kept going back and forth. Like, and it was a wide chop range, too. It was like, I want to say like 60 points around that level. They got your break-even, Palm? Yeah. And once I took a few stabs at the 250 short when price dropped underneath there and couldn't get it to, like, really run much past 200. Hey, Megamind, you're all good, brother. I'll be on for a little bit. I took a couple, like, 10-point winners, you know, and then was like, this isn't worth it. I'm just kind of chasing a profit at this point, and that's not a good thing to be doing. Yeah, Tony, so you knew what I meant. Like, after the pre-market move back up, and then the sell-off early on the open, and then it kind of came back into that level, I kind of knew that we were looking at sort of like a balanced day. You know, I just didn't know how far it was going to extend outside. But they really just swept the top side, swept the downside, and just kind of narrowed in on that level. So I just wasn't interested in it anymore. So I shut the charts down and I went and did other things. Yeah, if you were able to pick those tops and bottoms of those, I mean, it was a wide enough range to make some good money in. If you were able to put if you were able to pick those tops and bottoms and not, be operating in the middle, really. Unfortunately, my entries were all kind of right centered around that middle because that was my key level. So on that side, I wasn't seeing it clear. After the open, like towards lunchtime. So I started getting angry because I would be up like, $800, $900 on a trade and watch it come all the way back to take me out for 10 points or 5 points or whatever it was. So I was done. I was done. Yeah, Tony, that's probably right around when I stopped as well. But no, I mean, I could have stopped after the trade number 1 today. 21,050 pre-market all the way up to 210. I could have, I should have just stopped then. Didn't care for the adrenaline anymore. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Trading is mentally taxing sometimes. Like, it's just mentally, emotionally exhausting at times. And when you start feeling those emotions, that's when you know you need to step away, whether you're performing well or not. You start making irrational decisions. Like today, if I was to chase that 10K profit target, like I should have, like I would have ended up giving a bunch back, I would have ended up giving a lot of money back probably. Yeah, Kev, Mason and I saw that you were in that position and we were watching that. He was like, do you think he locked it in? I'm like, nope, Kev did not lock it in. I guarantee he did not lock it in. He's not going to take a loss on it, but I guarantee he didn't lock in those profits. It was a good short though, Kev. Like that was a heck of an entry at the time. I mean, you picked the top. Yeah, Tony. Like, don't ever go chasing a profit target. Like, if it happens, great, right? Like, but don't go, oh my gosh, I've made, we'll keep it small here. Oh my gosh, I've made $700. Let's go get that 1,000. Inevitably, that next trade is going to go against you, $300. You're going to hit flatten, and then you're going to be like, I got to make that $300 back. You're going to get into another one. You're going to lose another $300, and then you're only going to be up 100. And at that point, most of us just say, screw it. Screw it. Yep. Yeah, it's almost inevitable. Yeah, Palmetto, but the time it works, that's that negative reinforcement or positive reinforcement for a negative behavior that I talk about all the time. Like, that the worst thing that can happen to us as traders is doing something stupid and being rewarded for it, right? Because then the next time we're in that situation, we're going to think about that time that we were rewarded for it and perform that same terrible habit, and it only takes one to blow an account, right? It only takes one time to blow an account. A lot of times in this trading thing, we get positively reinforced for negative behavior. And that is the worst thing that can happen. While at the time it feels great and you feel lucky as could be, but that's basically, you're going to the casino at that point. You might as well as just go throw all your money on red. We don't like 50-50 odds in trading. We like 80-20 odds in trading. Red 7? Wow. Okay, you just really brought the probabilities way down by throwing that 7 on the end of that there palm. I was just gonna go for the 48%er, Oh yeah, Kev, that's right. You are the 80% guy too, aren't you? Yeah, we like odds being in our favor for sure. Let's see. Just kind of chopping around, huh? I'm actually leaning towards the short side, guys, now. The failure to run 200 on this push and push back down. Got this liquidity sitting lower. Let's give it a shot. Not looking for much. Oh, and of course. Well, that was an immediate L. Let's see if I can get out of this relatively unscathed here. Probably not, but... Alright, I'm just going to take the L here. I don't like that at all. I am out. That was an immediate pump on my entry. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, Kev, I didn't even really look at the ES today. I was pretty hyper-focused on the NQ. Yeah, SK, what was that? That was, let me look at what I got here. Yeah, that was a $280 loss right there for me. Oh, and of course, it comes out, ticks me out, and then comes all the way back. Yeah, not gonna get involved in here anymore. I can tell you that right now. That's not the kind of price action we want to see. Sweeps of 15 points both ways? No, I'm good. Oh, nice, SK. You're still in it? I don't know. I'd probably take a break even. Yeah, that was nasty. That was a nasty little rip back up. Right as soon as I got in, too. Do have this block sitting up here. What is this? 270? How big is this order? About 100 block. 97 up there at 270. Block's a little bit higher. But where we're at on current price, I'm not sure. Oh man, the NQ just did me really dirty. Gotta stop trading on stream. Actually, my on-stream trading's been good, DCD, as of late. Like the Globex stream, that might be the first L I've taken on stream in a while. Yeah, that might be the first L that I've taken on stream. On a Globex stream. Not on stream. Obviously, I've taken L's on stream, but like that might be the first Globex L I've taken. It's the first one in a while. It's all right. It was minimal. Yeah, Tony. I mean, I've been trading really well during Globex. That was the first time, and that was kind of dirty too. That snapback as soon as I got in, just to come right back to where my entry was, it was kind of. I mean, that was dirty. Yeah, Tony. I mean, there's gonna be Globex sessions. Like I've come on stream and not taken any trades before. You know, that's what we deal with in Globex sometimes. You know, there was one good trade really. It was when price was down here at the Kelt lower bands on all the indexes. You know. But I was not at my charts at that time. Well, we got about 30 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you're lurking, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're not yet, we do have a free Discord. Link is in the description down below. Lots of good traders in there. It's completely free. We don't charge for anything. But it's a good place to learn, especially if you're newer to trading. Oh no, SK's out here just slinging. He's long on gold now. Oh no. Oh, you're trying to pass a combine? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like if you're far enough along in your journey and I mean, I agree. To a certain extent, like if you're trading combines, just try to get to funded at a certain point. Well, providing you have money, right? If you don't have money, honestly, you probably shouldn't be trading. But just get through those combines. There's nothing worse than sitting in a combine for 3 weeks. I can tell you that. That's Kev. Kev, that's fine. I don't charge for my levels. You can see them on stream. I charge for my pre-market analysis, and it's not even I charge for it. It's just my way of saying thank you to those that support my YouTube channel. And honestly, those of you that have the WE next to the name, are the trading plans worth the $5 a month? I'll let you answer that question. I've been doing my trading plans this whole time. You know, Kev. It's the perk of supporting my YouTube channel. You have access to it. Oh, so Driven, when you purchase the like the membership to my YouTube channel, you know, you get automatically added to the private Discord channel and Level Up. Oh, no, I think you do have to do it from a PC, Pegs. I remember somebody else having problems with let me look here real quick. All right, so if you go to my YouTube homepage, there's a little join button. There might even be one on the video itself. I'm not sure on mobile though. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, I remember somebody else having issues on mobile with it as well. But yeah, guys, I mean, I've been doing my trading plans this whole time. Pretty much what you remember from Good Gains. Those that have channel memberships have access to them. You know, I do them every morning. Every single morning. So you can see what I'm seeing on NQ every single morning with a chart, with levels and everything. And there's usually, what's up, R-Dub? There's usually at least one trade that's 100 points plus in there somewhere. I don't know, Palmetto, if you're still here, how's your trading been since having access to the trading plans? If you're still here. DCD's still here. DCD has access to them too. What's up, R-Dub? How was your trading day, brother? Yeah, I only do NQ right now. I will expand to ES eventually. I guess I could do ESYM. I don't really know RTY all that well, so I don't feel comfortable. You're mid for it. Yeah, the trading plans are good. Like, I wish I traded, I wish I stuck to them all the time. They're usually, my pre-market analysis is usually really, really good, but I don't always, well, you know how it goes throughout the trading day. I don't always stick to it to a T. I wish I did. Wow, NQ's doing some wicky nasty things right now, huh? Yeah, Peg. So, Vincent's really good. Like he was one of the main drive. I haven't watched anything from him in a long time, right? I'm pretty sure he's gone more like influencer by my Discord route. But he's very good. Carmine's usually very good. They're different kind of traders. You know, Carmine's more trade with size scalping type, whereas Vincent's more like a SR type swing type trader, you know, and I think he trades actually more options. But he's very good at spotting levels. I remember that about him. And that's where I learned a lot from. So yeah, like our levels should be fairly similar. Yeah, NQ's doing dirty things right now. I mean, it already got me for $300. I'm not looking to give it another $300. This whole 80 to 200 area is not great. Hey, thanks for the sub. Yeah, Vincent's good. Vincent's very good. He's a very good trader. But, and yes, like if he's, like because he's a support and resistance guy from what I remember, right? Like he's where I did a lot of learning in my early days about how to locate support and resistance. So the levels that he has right now are probably pretty close to where mine are, you know? I might have a few more because I try to pick intermediate ones. If I remember right, he's more like hourly 4-hour chart with nothing in between major swings in the market kind of thing. So I probably have a little more detail in mind, but yeah. But yeah, he's legit. He's a legit trader. Very good. I would say of all like the gurus that are, or influencers that are out there, I don't want to call them all gurus, right? He was probably the best that I found in my searching. He was probably the best. Yeah, Carmine Rosado is very good too. He's got a lot of good educational content out there. Yeah, Pegs, you're in the right spots, brother. You are in the right spots. I've said it before. Right, no matter what strategy that you end up on, right, the foundation for every winning, profitable strategy is going to be support and resistance and the ability to locate key supply and demand levels, right? So when you're not finding consistency in your trading, strip it all back to just that, right? Like strip your charts completely down, learn how to properly locate support and resistance, and at least then you will have the good base foundation for everything else that you want to build around it, right? Like, because that's how the market moves. The market moves in levels. Like, it just does. And if you've never done it before, try it out for a little bit. I mean, you can ask Paul Meadow there. Like, he's recently made that switch, and he can probably attest to the fact that his trading is 100 times better because of it. You know where you should be operating. Now, do you always stick to the plan? Do you FOMO into entries still? Yeah, like we all have our emotional moments, but it should be the base. It should be the foundation, right? Yeah, Palm. I mean, the DOM is a layer that you add into it, but you can still be profitable just looking at a chart and being able to locate support and resistance. Like, you don't necessarily need the DOM. The DOM gives you an added layer of confluence, right? Like, it definitely does. It'll help you develop a bias for the day. But really, your entries and your exits and your targets and all that should be, yeah, Pegs. This is DOM surface in the upper right of the screen. This is DOM surface. So this is the visual representation of the DOM. All right. You have all your orders that are on the books currently. You have your market buyers, market sellers. These are your limit orders that are resting. Yeah, Pegs, that's really all you need. That's really all you need. Chris uses TPO charts. I know people have had success with those. But at least if you can find, support and resistance levels, that you're on the right track. You are on the right track. You know where you should be executing. It's the spots where your risk is going to be minimal and your targets are going to be easily defined, right? You can be a 30% win rate as long as you're executing in the right areas and hit the one big one and take the smaller losses. Yeah, Tony. We call that the Wiccan Reclaim. Goose, Banana Bread Trades, calls it a gang sign in a yum-yum zone. Whatever terminology you want to use for it. But yes, that is a setup. Another good setup is a break and retest, where like you break a level and you come back, you retest the level for confirmation. I guess chart pattern traders would be looking for like bear flag, like you break, you retest, bear flag setup, and as soon as this lower band of this trend breaks, you get short, right? And your target would be this next level down here. Obviously, you're tight trailing, especially with central pivot being right in the middle. But yes, those kind of setups are gold. Like, they're absolute gold, and they're easy to see. They're easy to spot. They're easy to spot. ICT Venom. Here we go. R-Dub, what is... What is Venom? So I've heard this from a few people now. What is the Venom setup? I need to learn these things. I need to do a little more studying. No clue. Okay. That's funny. Oh man, crack me up. No clue. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Venom is when a fair value gap is formed. Okay. Look, like I've said before, I got nothing against ICT, right? Like I have nothing against him. I know what a fair value gap is. It's just an area of low volume. You know, I get it. The thing is, though, is like you get on the, like, they're all over the place once you build it out on time frames and stuff like that. Oh, I got a 1 minute fair value gap. Oh, I got a 5 minute fair value gap. Oh, I got a 15 minute fair value gap. Oh, now I've got a 30 minute fair value gap. And the zones just get wider and wider and wider as you zoom out, you know. But if using his strategies help you make money, by all means, use them. I'm not going to hate on you for using something that makes you money. Oh, Palmetto, there's tons of interviews out there that where real traders have come out and said, like, okay, yeah, like he's the best marketer that I've seen in our business, right? Like, he is the best. God showed him the way. That's funny. I mean, that's pure entertainment, though. It's pure entertainment. I don't know. I'm not gonna hate on the guy, obviously. You know, he's doing his thing. He's got a cult-like following behind him. I mean, they will defend him to the death. You know, And good on the guys that used his mentorship programs and his terminologies and everything for to make money and have found something that works for them. Good on them, you know. Your code ICT Megamind. Andrea Simi. Captain, first time here. Welcome, by the way, first and foremost. I'm Wes. um, Chris is a guy that I've been trading with for a couple years now. He's been a member of a few Discords. He's a member of our Discord, Level Up. There's a link in the description down below the video. It's completely free Discord. Feel free to join up. You'll see Chris in there. He posts his entries and his exits and what he's in from time to time. But yes, he's very, very, very good. He's the best ES trader I've seen. I mean, tops in every major swing in the market. He's picking tops and bottoms. I haven't quite figured out how he does it, but he does it, and on a consistent basis. Yeah, of course, Captain. Also, if you're lurking, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of July. That's our goal. Man, this whole 80 to 200 area is just not doing anyone any favors, is it? But yeah, Chris, he's very, very, very good. Yeah, Megamind, there's people out there who have found something that like, oh, nice, Cap, thanks, appreciate you. There, like I said, there's people out there who have used his concepts and his strategies and found great success with them, right? But the other thing that we need to keep in mind is that you can't believe everything that you see on the internet, right? Like, some of those guys that made all that money, how much money did they lose before they made all that money, right? Like, I would hope not $2 million, $4 million, but how many accounts did they blow on their way to getting that one that actually went? And were they able to hedge their way to that money? We don't know these things. So, like, just take everything that you see on the internet with a grain of salt, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we're never told and we're never going to be told. That's just the way that it is. Really, in every business out there, that's the way that it is. People find, you know, hacks, ways to make money, ways to cheat the system, ways to game the system. While I'd like to believe that everything's on the up and up from most people out there, I just don't. We've been proven wrong. People have been proven liars and cheats and all that before. So like for me, for instance, I'm never gonna, I would never ever show my brokerage statement to the internet, right? Like, I just would never do it. Because I'm not charging for a course, right? Like, I'm not charging you guys money for a course, or I'm not trying to sell you anything crazy. But I'm not giving out personal information to the internet. I'm just not doing it. No way. Are you kidding me? Dox yourself accidentally? No, I'm good. I'm good on all that. Yeah, that's just it. Like, I'm here just to hang out with you guys and have a good time, and maybe you guys learn something from me, and maybe I learn something from you. You know? Um, free the glizzy. Yeah, I mean the glizzy's. But like I said, like yes, I'm an affiliate for the glizzy, right? Like, but that's up to you whether you decide to purchase it or not, right? Like I'm not forcing it on anybody. Let's show you the Lambo. No, guys, I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I'm even with the money that I do have, I'm very, very reserved as far as I'm not one to flaunt or puff my chest out or show everything. Lobber, you feel lots of pressure to buy it. No, like I said, guys, my Glizzy account is break even. Like my Glizzy account is break even. In fact, I had to rescue it from the depths the other day. Sagging the jeans. Yeah, I'm very modest. Like I just Jeep Grand Cherokee, aka Lambo. Yeah, RW, me too. Like Goose put in a lot of time and effort to that. I'm gonna support him. Guys, I paid for the Glizzy myself, right? Like I paid for it. It wasn't handed to me. It wasn't like free or anything like that. I paid for it. You know, because I want to support him. He's doing something really good. You know, Goose is a very good trader and a great guy. Oh, I know, Freddie. It's crazy. Okay, so Palmetto, the Grand Cherokee, so the Wranglers are nice, but they're toys. Okay, like you get on the highway with a Wrangler and the wind is going to be blowing you all over the road, brother. Just to give you a heads up. The Grand Cherokees are very, very nice. Like everyday driver, they're very, very nice. But I had a Wrangler in high school, and it was anytime you get on the freeway, you were just blowing all over the place. There was no setting cruise control and leaning back. Let's put it that way. Megamind, very, very soon. Well, Megamind, Quant Tower is free. That like the download for Quant Tower is free. So like you could download Quant Tower and get it right now. But I do believe very soon it's coming out on TradingView. I believe Bird is wrapping up the end of his semester in school and will be done making the final tweaks for TradingView and a few other trading platforms. XJ or RDub, I had the XJ, like back in the day. Right now, I just have a Grand Cherokee Limited. Yeah, Tony. But trucks are so expensive these days. Like, if you're trying to buy a new truck, you can't go and get one for anything decent that's new for, what, less than $70,000? Yeah, Palm, I did nothing but lose money in this range, so I'm done with this range. The Mojave is super smooth. Yeah, like the newer models, I haven't been in one of the Wranglers, right? So they might be better now. I don't know. I know that whenever I had the soft top on, there was it was not a fun highway driving experience. I can tell you that. Don't get me wrong, it was very fun for the back roads and off roads and things like that, but not a good everyday driver. And they churn gas. I mean, they churn up some gas. Last truck you bought was full size, 4-door, 2x4, brand new for 30 grand? That's really cheap, Pegs. I just don't have any use for a truck. And here's the thing with truck owners, right? This is the one thing that I've noticed is if you're that friend with a truck, whenever one of your friends is moving, who are they going to call for help? Who are they going to call for help? You bet your butt it's going to be you, that guy with the truck. So now you're helping everybody move. Everybody. Anybody who's moving, you're helping them. Yeah, the Rams with the Hemis those are nice. They get up and go. Yeah, Megamind. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, your roads aren't wide enough for trucks over there, right? Like it's really, really narrow. Like even like larger sedans can't even drive down the roads in the UK. WJ was the 2000 to '04. Yeah, I want to say mine was like a 90 98 98 or 99 maybe. I don't know, I can't remember. A road ain't wide enough for a normal car anymore. Yeah, I've seen the streets of the towns in the UK. They're very narrow. Very narrow. Let me scroll back through the chat here and see if I missed anything. If you're not selling, you don't need to be flexing in this space. Megamind, are you? Was that for me? If you're not selling, you don't need to be flexing. Oh, nice, Tony. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, spread the word, guys. Spread the word that I'm around. We're just looking for a fun place to hang out and learn together, right? Like trading's lonely. That's really all we want to do. You know, I don't think you should have to pay thousands to hang out with good traders, right? Oh, okay, Megamind, I got you. I was like, was I flexing? No, I'm a very modest, like, as far as like what I make, guys, you know, like I've said before, on average it's like 1,000 a day, you know, give or take. There's outliers there, like today was an outlier, for instance, for me. Dang, Tony, you got 7,300. Yeah, so I'm not on any other social media at all. That's the biggest thing that Mason and I have had an issue with, right? Like, so I don't have Facebook, like a personal Facebook page or a personal like X account or a personal Instagram even. Like I've never been into social media. Your mouthy on X. I've never been into social media, you know. I figured, you know, people, my real friends have my phone number. They can call me whenever, right? Like I'm very old school as far as that's concerned. But there was enough demand for me to, like, especially when I was back in good gains. I couldn't tell you how many times people asked me, brother, when are you gonna do, like, when are you gonna go on Matt's stream, right? Like, of course Matt's not gonna bring me on his stream, you know, like, Or when are you going to spec trade, or when are you going to do something live? And so that got me thinking, like, hey, this is something that I could do, right? Like, so that people can put a face to what they've been seeing for over a year, you know, so people can meet me. You know, when I first went live, people were like, "Whoa, you look different than I thought." I think everybody was expecting to be like to be like this 60-year-old, like almost ICT looking guy. um, and then they saw me, and they're you know, I'm a pretty normal dude. I'm a pretty normal guy. I'm just another guy. Oh, Megamind, I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. I know, Megamind. I'm not interested in it anymore. I'm just after it did me dirty on that rapid wick for my entry, I was like, that's it for me. I'm done with that area. I shouldn't have been executing there anyway. I was executing right around central pivot, and that's generally a chop zone. You know, that's not an area we should be executing. I really just did it to get into a trade. So the market punished me for doing it. It's the way that it goes. But yeah, like like I said, Tony, I've just never been into social media. You know, like your true friends will call you on your phone, right? Like you will hang out with the people that are meaningful in your life. That's just the way that I've always viewed it. But then I became really close with a lot of the trading community there, whether it be through DMs or talking through Discord. And so we decided to start this, but we had no knowledge of what we were doing. Like, we built this thing from the ground up, right? Neither of us had any editing experience. He's in college. He's a finance or an economics major in college, or uni, I guess they call it over there. And I'd like to make it so that he doesn't need to, like, I don't make any money off the YouTube channel. I'd like to make it so that everything goes to my editor, Mason. I would like to make it so that he doesn't have to look for a job when he gets done with school, right? Like, that's the end goal. I'd like to make it an easy transition for him after uni. Because the guy does a lot of work. He does a lot of work for the channel. Now, don't get me wrong. The channel starts making lots of money. We'll have to revisit our little agreement. But yes. Yeah, Tony. I mean, we didn't anticipate it being an overnight thing, right? Like, we're traders. You know, we're not necessarily entertainers or comedians or anything like that. And we're watching candles print up and down, right? But as long as we're putting out good content, like, I think our setup for a live stream looks good for a trading stream. Like, to me, it's aesthetically pleasing. There's not a whole lot going on there other than the charts. Hopefully I'm engaging enough that people like me, you know? I show speed content is slow compared to traders. Yeah, but the entertainers and stuff like that, honestly, those guys that end up with, you know, they generally have one viral video that just hits off. Being in the trading world, unless I have $1 million trade, I'm not going to ever have a viral video. And because of the style that I trade, or the, you know, my risk parameters, I'm probably never going to have $1 million trade. And the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is if I don't have a mode, like if I don't have the risk on, right? Like if I just gamble at some point with 20 accounts per se from Apex and have that windfall win. because my like my trading accounts aren't to the point where I'm willing to risk do a full port funded account trade on stream. Change the thumbnail daily. Oh my goodness. Oh, pegs. Guys, as well, Driven Trucking there has a YouTube channel as well, by the way. So go give him a subscribe. I don't know if he's still putting out videos, but he's got a very successful YouTube channel as well. Very, very successful. He's got the play button. That is goals right there, Pegs, by the way. Can you imagine a play button on the wall behind me? Yeah, I know I know thumbnails are huge, but it is like, so the way I do my thumbnails right now. Oh, Pegs, it doesn't matter. We'll try to get you we'll try to get your YouTube channel back up and going. How does that sound? No, but like you're to the point that I hope my channel gets to, right? I mean, otherwise, why would we be doing this thing? Actually, Pegs, you should have the check mark next to your name. You should go verify your channel. Actually, get that check mark. Oh my goodness, this market. I don't think I'm gonna catch anything tonight, guys. We're like dead smack in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, Pegs. I don't know anything about the game. Neither does Mason, really. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can verify at 100K. Pegs. Just to give you a heads up. I'm pretty sure you can get that check mark next to your name. Unless they change the rules. But I remember Trades by Matt doing it at 100K. But I would definitely go do it. DCD 146. I don't know. Look at this big block that just popped up here at 180. A 200 block at 180. Yeah, Pegs, for sure. It's like you did all that work. You might as well be recognized for it. You know, people see that check mark. You know, it's only good marketing for any like YouTube chat or anything that you're posting on YouTube. You know, any comment that you're putting on people's videos or anything like that. It's good to, yeah, it's good to have that check mark. For sure. And that way, if you ever have anybody in the future trying to impersonate you, right? Like, because people do that. People are crazy. That check mark will make it so that people know it's not you. It's looking like... Alright, guys, let's have some fun. Let's try. There's a lot of buying right here. I think I'm going to try this long. Just so we have some action. Not long yet. Now I am. Let's try to make back what we lost. We'll have a fairly tight stop here. So that if this candle turns red, I'm out. Just spoke to a whale. I don't know, that block up there at 180 seems like it should be a magnet, but I don't know. It's looking like they might take me out and do me dirty again here. DCD, I'm fading you right now. I'd probably take the L. Like I said, I got a tight stop on, so I'm not giving it a whole lot of breathing room. And this will be my last crack at it tonight. Looking like I'm going to get stopped, though. Yep, there's the stop out. Yeah, SK, it's just it's not playing ball tonight. But I mean, we're getting involved where we shouldn't be getting involved anyway. You want to be getting involved at these areas, you know, the extremes. This little sideways chop action, just isn't it. Not where I like to be executing. So that's okay. I'm down a little over $400 on the session. That'll probably be my last trade, to be honest with you. So yeah. I thought at least we'd come back up here and try and get 180 once we got back above the 70, you know, but it just never developed. Oh yeah, DCD. I like, trust me. Trust me. I'm not hurt about it, right? From the level it tapped into. Yeah, like the long was down here, right? Like that was the trade so far this evening. Like, this was so close to getting a glizzy print as well. I know that Chris on ES, like you can see on ES, it was kind of a similar situation. He took profits right at 50 from a short from, I want to say 95. 58.95 right at the end of the day. So he was short from here and took profits here. Literal top tick and bottom tick. DCD, yeah, it was all one mini. One mini. One mini today. Now, I kind of overtraded for me, right? Like, I had 8 trades today. But the majority of that was made on 2 trades. Right? So the ride up was 160 points that I got. And then the ride back down, that was 70 points. And then I had another 50-point trade. And then a bunch of like 15-point winners. I had no losses during RTH today. Which was... that rarely happens for me. Normally I take some paper cuts, right? Kind of like what you see there. Like those kind of losses. Where you just keep them really minimal. I swear, if this thing does this to me again and then bounces up. Yeah, DCD. And historically, like Fridays are my worst trading day as well. So I might. I mean, I'll wake up and do a pre-market trading plan, obviously, for you guys. But I might not trade tomorrow. It has to be like an A+ setup. Like if we're going for like a gap fill tomorrow, I might hop on board for that. Are you kidding me, NQ? Okay, are you guys seeing this? Bruh. 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 I mean, are you kidding me? Twice? Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Okay, somebody's spoofing. DCD, somebody is definitely spoofing. He pulled that order before we got there. Yeah, DCD, I'm not gonna trade with no stop losses on a funded account. No way. Yeah, that was wild. That's twice tonight that it's done that to me. Come down, wick me out, and then do exactly what I thought it was gonna do. Yeah, I'm not trading with no stop losses. Not on a funded account. No way. Well, that was annoying. I swear, if this thing rips up to 90, guys. If it rips up to 90. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. How many people we got in here? 24 people. It looks like people have left, actually. Kind of a sleepy night for the markets, though, so I kind of anticipate when the action's like this that the views will be a little bit down. Normally, we're like in the upper 30s to 40. You hope it goes to 0 SK? I mean, technically, with my entry, I'd still be positive on my trade right now, had I just not put a stop loss in there. But that was twice that it did me dirty like that. Really annoying. People leave when you join DCD? No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Megamind, you locked out, but you're still watching. I appreciate you guys. Oh, nice, Brad. Have fun. Have fun in Vegas. Yeah, Pegs, take care of that knee, brother. Get some rest. I probably won't take anything else tonight. Like, being done dirty twice in a row is my sign that I don't need to be involved in this market right now, at least. Trading makes gambling look boring to you. Oh man, are you kidding me? Trading's fun. I mean, gambling's fun too, but as long as you do it responsibly. DCD, don't get any ideas. I hope you deleted all those apps. Yo, this market is being ridiculously jumpy. Brad. Yeah, DCD does as well. Hey, no bull, thanks. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we're not I'm no guru, brother. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a profitable trader. I won't ever like sell you anything crazy, you know. I don't have a mentorship program. I don't sell a course. Really just have this channel so we have people to hang out with, good camaraderie. DCD. Oh man. But yeah, no. And hopefully, you know, provide free education. You know, I'm not one of those people that believes I need to charge you $2,000 to learn something, right? Trading's lonely. Oh, nice, Boa. From Australia, you're an Aussie? That's cool, yeah. Yeah, I pivoted to Globex stream, so I used to do the New York Open. Or, well, the Chicago Open, I should say, for futures for the U.S. But when you, like, as an American, especially as a new streamer, right, or somebody that's putting on during that time, you're not going to compete or gain new viewers with the guys who have 100,000, like, you know, a lot of subscribers. You're just not going to steal those views, right? Because everybody's watching their favorite streamer during the day. Because they've been watching them for years. It's part of their daily trading routine is watching those streamers. So I pivoted to doing Globex, and actually the channel's seen pretty good growth since we started doing it. It's a different vibe streaming at night, for sure. It's much better. The chat's more engaged. You know, obviously we get new viewers that have never seen my channel before. We're starting to show up on people's recommended feeds that watch a lot of trading content, which is good. Megamind, so we used to do the trading with the boys on Friday mornings. We're not going to do that anymore. There's not going to be RTA streams for a little while. I might do like power hour type streams. Short life 2025. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not gonna do the RTH streams for a little while because there's just no what's up, Eunice? How are you? We're not gonna, there's just, like, if you look at the analytics on my YouTube studio, right, it just doesn't make sense to do it. The numbers are so poor compared to the Globex streams that it just doesn't make sense to do it anymore. I might pivot to I'm good, Eunice. Welcome. You just tuning in now? Yeah, I've been on for a couple hours at this point, but I'm taking a couple paper cuts as well. Still learning. Yeah, the RT, there's just no sense in doing the RTH streams. That's when I make my money for the most part too, so I like to focus up during regular trading hours. What was happening during those RTH streams is I would get involved in nonsense chop just for entertainment purposes, right? Like to have something to do, and end up having to claw my way out of a hole the rest of the session. Not ideal. Very stressful. Was not fun. But yeah, for those of you that are still here, like I said, we got a free trading Discord. Feel free to join up. There's a link in the description down below the video. A lot of good traders in there. So DCD, here's the thing, right? Like with like those new accounts, like when we tried that. Emeka, no, I don't trade crypto. In fact, I've never traded crypto. I trade US index futures for the most part. That's the majority of my trading. Every now and then you'll see me go to a different symbol. Like the other night I traded gold. But for the most part I trade US index futures. So NQ, ES, RTY, and YM are the symbols. Upper left is NQ. Upper right is ES. Lower left is YM, and the bottom right is RTY. I mainly stick to these three. Every now and then I'll dabble on this one. And then what you see right here in the upper right is the NQ DOM. This is the surface or book map, as most people like to call it. So Noble. So my strat, I don't trade my normal strat on stream. I pretty much just place those trades to have some fun. My strategy normally consists of support and resistance, right? Like these gray areas that I have on my chart here. I'll make it full screen so it's a little more easy for you to visualize. So I try to locate key areas of support and resistance, and I normally like to execute at these levels, right? Like, and these are on NQ. My risk is normally 20 points or a little bit more than 20 points. So for long entries, what I like to see is like wick and reclaims of these levels, or breaks and retests. So a perfect example of a trade that I would normally take is a break below this level, the retest for a short entry, right? That's normally what I like to see. Same thing kind of here. It broke up, came and tested this level, came back and held this level, kind of wicked and reclaimed for the move back up. And normally I just target level to level. If I'm entering a long position, my entry is normally on the top side of my levels with my stop loss placed just below the bottom extreme. And for shorts, my entry is generally on the bottom side of these levels with the stop loss placed above the top side. Does that make sense? Yeah, generally I'm really good. So like my normal trading style, I'm not a scalper, right? Like what you saw on stream tonight, if you were watching, it was just me messing around for the most part. Generally I do hold for the whole trade. The people that have been watching me trade for a while know that. They know that I target level to level, sometimes more. This morning I was long from 20,050 and got out at 210. So up here. Right? When it failed to come and hit this level, I trailed stop up and I got stopped out at 210. So that was, let's see, 160 points. So that was a $3,200 trade on one mini contract. But generally what I like to do, right, is because you never know when you're going to catch the high or low of the day. So like a lot of times the high or low of day will fall in one of these levels, kind of like it did today, right? Like 330 to 350. Price came up into here and never got. So if you happen to catch this short on the rejection here, on the retest and not unable to get back above, if you happen to catch this short, you caught the high of the day. But generally what I like to do is wait to see what happens at these levels before I trail my stop. Obviously, I'm not going to let something come all the way back on me. So what I'll normally do is move my stop to 50% in between the two levels. And then as price breaks through this first extreme of the level, I'll trail it to within, say, 10 to 20 points of the level itself, just in case rejection does step in. And then if it breaks all the way through the level, I will pull my stop to this furthest extreme and let it ride. But that's generally the way that I play my trades if I'm holding for a long time. Oh, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm always going to be me. I don't know how to be anybody else. We obviously hope the channel grows. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of July. You know, that's our first goal. It'll feel good. We've been doing it for like a year now. And just finally starting to see the growth a little bit. But a lot of my subs have known me for a couple years. I used to do trading plans and trades by Matt's Discord, Good Gains, and that's kind of how people know who I am and know about my trading. So yeah, but no, I appreciate you guys being here. I guess it's keeps me entertained during sleepy Globex sessions for sure. Eunice, do I think it's going up from here? I don't know. We're kind of like in the middle. It's just chopping around. I would honestly, what I would like to see, Eunice, is a little more downside out into 120. What time is it for me, Megamind? I know it's late for you. It's quarter of 10 right now, my time, 9:45 p.m. One of these days, actually, Goose and I are talking about, it's going to be rough on me, but we're talking about doing a London Open stream. So, Megamind, you might be interested in that news. But we haven't got an exact date yet. 10 p.m. is early morning for you. So, I'm an early sleeper. Like, I go to bed early and wake up early. Megamind. So, I'm usually in bed by, like, I don't know. 11 p.m. between 11 p.m. and midnight, and I generally wake up at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. Eunice, yeah, I'm kind of leaning more downside. I would like to see it back into 120, right? Like create new lows. I don't know if that's going to happen before London, but The market's kind of choppy right now, but what I would like to see, like you kind of have the bear flag going on right now. So I would like to kind of see it whittle its way down into this level, and see what kind of reaction we get here. This would be my read. I don't know that I'm gonna be up for it or when this happens, but that would be my read right now. I would like to see more downside before up. Right? Like buyers have been unable to make new highs on any of the moves since the sell-off at 330. I'm thinking tomorrow might be one of those free fall Fridays. Right? We do still have that gap from 2 Sundays ago down below. That seems pretty interesting. We're way extended above the moving averages on the daily. So I would at least like to see an attempt to come down here and try to fill the gap. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Right? Like, that's a big drop. I don't know if that's going to happen. But I can see 20,800 getting tested tomorrow. For sure. This area right here, I can definitely see that being tested. But I do expect price to eventually come down here. And this red line that you see is the daily 20 simple moving average. I would expect price to pull back into that. You can see every time that we get extended away from it, price likes to come. And in a bull market, it will use this as support. So keep that in mind if we do come hit this daily 20 simple moving average. This is going to continue to rise until price does come back to it. But if you don't have that on your higher time frame chart, like your daily chart, I would definitely throw these moving averages on. The 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200. Institutions kind of use those as a guide. Yeah, that's true, Tony. It's true. Traders might not hold over the long holiday week. And you could kind of see it happened at the end of the session today, where that drop toward right in the last half an hour, really. I think a lot of the buyers from this, or even lower, got out of their positions. Eunice, Monday's going to be a half day, so it's Memorial Day here in the U.S., so it's a national holiday. But the futures markets will still be open until a certain time, until London close, really. And then they'll be closed until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Megamind, the futures markets will be open. It's the London session that they'll be open for. Right? Yeah, I think it's actually like 1 p.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, like U.S. afternoon, the markets will be closed on Monday. I probably won't stream that night. I'll probably stream Sunday night, but probably not Monday night. I just don't know how much volume there's going to be in the market on... I don't even know if there will be that much volume in the market on Sunday, but generally Sunday opens have been we've seen a little volatility, so I'll probably pop on stream Sunday night. In fact, that'll probably be the next stream that I do, because obviously tomorrow's Friday for me. Pal speaks Sunday afternoon. Great. 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 But yeah, I mean, based on the daily, we've kind of rolled over. I would expect some sort of retracement of the sell-off. I mean, levels-wise, obviously 21K is going to be a big level. We kind of held above it today. It looks like sellers are stepping in. I think this probably fails tomorrow at some point. 20,800 seems like a pretty good target for short side. But I could be wrong. They could wait till next week to make that move, so... I don't know. Let's see, DCD. Let me look at financial juice for next week and see what they got going on. I'm really bad about knowing when news drops are. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so nothing tomorrow really. Oh, FOMC minutes. Yeah, the minutes are, I don't know. Got consumer confidence on Tuesday. Meeting minutes on Wednesday. Jobless claims, GDP an hour before the bell on Thursday. And then PCE price index on Friday. And Michigan sentiment as well. So, I mean, it's not a really heavy news week, but there is some things to take note of. Palm, welcome back. Yeah, Palm, we'll have a chat. You, me, and Dave will have a chat here soon about like a new schedule for trading with the boys. We'll try to settle on a day here soon that works for all of us. Yeah, you could tell. You could tell by those analytics that I sent you that it doesn't really make much sense for us to do it on Fridays, RTH anymore. Yeah, DCD, you should get it. You should get it. Like I said, I think this is the area. This is the area that makes sense. How long it takes to get there, I don't know, but 100 to 120 is on the table. And now you got liquidity resting down below your order even. So yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. Well, guys, I'm probably going to end the stream there. I'm getting a little sleepy. So, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to support the channel. Also, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for the algorithm. If you haven't joined the free Discord, we do have a free Discord called Level Up. It's a great community. Lots of good traders in there. Everything's entirely free in there. I will not be back until Sunday evening Globex session. Monday is a U.S. holiday, just a reminder. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Thanks for the love and support. And I will catch you all Sunday night. Peace.